Hey everybody, my name is Carlos with Verona. We specialize in custom website design as well as in internet marketing. In today's video, we are going to help you learn the two things that you need to be doing before getting a new website. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to make sure you have Google Analytics on your website and that you're actually looking at the data before you actually get a new website, because you want to know what pages people are visiting, what are the most pages they're visiting on your website, and the least amount of pages. This way you know what pages you want to probably adjust if you're trying to get more emphasis on certain products or services. So after signing in, you'll be taken to your dashboard. This is the dashboard here at Verona.com. The reports that we're going to be paying attention to today are going to be the audience and behavior reports, specifically the overview for behavior. We have May 26, 2019 to May 26, 2020, showing you that our most visited page is our homepage. Second page is portfolio. Third is contact. So it's a good gauge of most people going to a web design company's website. They check out the homepage. They check out what kind of jobs we've done recently, portfolio, and then they call us or fill out a form on our contact form. These other pages obviously get visited as well, but if we want to increase, like let's say our SEO marketing services, it's clear that it's not being visited enough yet. So we could do some changes on some of the pages that are being visited the most to try to attract them to visit the other pages. That's just one step. The other thing that we want to look at here is under mobile, which is under audience. We can see during the same period how many people visited the website from a desktop, mobile, or tablet. Our website had 82% visitors on a desktop in that past year, and mobile was only 16%. So it tells us when we're doing our new design for a new website, mobile is important, but not as important as desktop at the moment, because currently most of our visitors come to our website from a desktop. So we have a lot more of a real estate to work with than you would on a mobile device. However, we can skip on over to a client of ours right here and notice they only have data since April of this year, because we just loaded analytics for them. They didn't have analytics prior to us reaching out to them, so now we took care of that. But you can see very similar percentages. Desktop had 89%, mobile was 9%, and tablet was 1%. But somebody in the same industry, all right, same industry, has a lot more time. We did it from December to May, but it definitely has more data than that. But just the beginning of the this year, almost December 1st to May this year, you can see mobile visitors, same industry, 50% for this particular client and 46% at desktop. So this goes to show that there are definitely things you need to have in consideration, because if we were to design a website for this client in comparison to the other one and really only focused on or the other one, I should say, focus on mobile primarily, even though they only had 10% visitors, we may have been doing them an injustice, whereas this particular client has 50% mobile. So it was definitely not a bad idea to focus on mobile for this particular client. Okay, so we have now covered the analytics portion. You know how people are the actual pages people are visiting on your website, as well as how they're getting to your website, whether it's a desktop, mobile, or tablet. The next step is, how are they using the site? There are websites you can use to actually track and video record the session of them actually going on your site, meaning you'll get to see how they scroll, get to see where they click on your website pages, everything, a lot more detail. There's a list of them out there. I'll do another video to cover up the differences. We just use one we're testing out called Inspectlit. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so this is inspectlit.com. As you can see, it says stop guessing what your visitors want. You see a little animation going here showing you exactly what it is, but primarily it's just recording how people are visiting your site. You now don't just get the data of what pages they're on and how long they've been on there. You actually can see the scrolls, the where they're moving on the page, how they're moving on the page, how they're filling out forms. So once you're logged in, this is what it looks like. You got some options over here. I'm on the heat map section right now for Verona, so you can quickly see it shows the most visited pages matches up pretty much similar to the data we have. This is of course based on different dates. So you can see portfolios down here, but it is definitely in the top up here. So we're going to go ahead and went to the home page is recorded sessions. You can see it gives you a list of information based off of IP addresses, how long they were on it, what page did they start on, where did they come from, which is the refer, and the actual session start time and date. So, you know, you can see there's a bunch of them. It shows you where in America and different, even outside here, some from the Philippines. Shows some of them went directly with the web address. Some came from Google. Others came from, you know, different pages. That there's also I've seen some from Facebook, but you can just, you know, pick one of these. We found a session that shows you here once they're there. This is they were on a Chrome browser on a Mac. It shows you their screen size, and then I can hit play and you can see just it shows the play with the mouse scrolling what they did. They scrolled through all the different things, went to the bottom. And just like our analytics said on the earlier, the next page, they went to portfolio. That's the page they like to see. They land on the home page, decide they like something, and then they start going. So once they're on that page, you can continue to press play. I don't know why this one actually stopped. It actually shows you they went to the portfolio, looked through the page itself, went to the different items, fast forward, you know, ends up they click on one of the options to get more information to view that project. Now they're on that page, that specific project page. We can actually see how they were navigating our portfolio page for that particular item. You can see that they scrolled down, kind of follow the mouse, probably reading information that they see there, scrolled, and then eventually attempted to click on a button on the page to actually see a live site. Right there, and you can see on the right it shows clicked on visit site. So this is great information to have beyond just, you know, looking at what pages did they go to and how did they get there. You can actually see how they scrolled, see if they're clicking on things that aren't working, and maybe you can move information. Maybe they keep scrolling always to the bottom, stuff that they're trying to read, and you can bring it to the top. But you would not get that information with just analytics. That's why it's important to take advantage of some of these tools that are available. So there you go. Those are the two things that you need to do before getting a new website. You need to make sure your analytics is installed and you're looking at that information. It'll tell you how people are getting there, whether it's on desktop, mobile, or tablet. And it'll also tell you what are your most visited pages, you know, ranking them, and then you can work from there to decide what kind of things you want to change. And then, of course, make sure you're using a service like inspectlit.com, which actually video records the sessions of the users going to your website. So now you can actually see the scrolling, you can see where they're clicking. There is a ton of information that you gain from that type of tracking that you do not get from Google Analytics. And that's why those are the two most important things that I highly recommend for anyone to have in place and to be reviewing before you get a new website redesigned. All right. Hope this has been helpful. Feel free to comment below if there's any questions you have based on any of the information I have. I do apologize. I know there's probably slight sounds of some screams and stuff. Don't worry, nobody's dying. That's actually my child. We're still in the pandemic, and I have to do this type of stuff with children in the background. So hopefully it's not too distracting. Again, comment below. Feel free to like and subscribe, share this video, because I can't tell you enough. There are way too many people getting new websites designed and not even taking the time to just gather some data. Get some data before getting your new website. You don't know how much more helpful that will be in creating conversions and getting you more leads in the future. All right, guys, take care.